Of course, great footwork, great tilt for early percent, but again, the name of the game is stocks. Right after that is bringing your ass back to the stage, and Little Mac is only good at one of those two things. So
there you go.
Let's go ahead and get it, man. Here we go. Kreeg getting ready to face off against Peanut. Let's see how well he spreads it here, man. Let's run it.
All right, gonna be a fun one for sure. Kreeg back at it. Obviously not having the showing I'm sure they would have liked against Tweak earlier on, so getting another run at it right now against Peanut. Peanut actually somebody from my region. They're in MDVA, so making quite the journey to come compete. And if you recall too, Peanut almost made it into the summit as well. Had a few times showing up there, was definitely at the event. Oh my goodness, and there we're gonna be satisfied with that trade in any capacity. You saw Kreeg trying to force the issue, but sometimes you gotta pay Little Mac a little bit of respect. Even with a lackluster recovery, he can still do some damage coming back. That's
right, there is no doubt about that indeed here. So of course we've seen this match kind of play out the way it's supposed to. A lot of ledge play. I don't really need to go off stage. Down tilt, just the threat of that is enough to really screw Little Mac up. The deep forward air though.
Gotta have that tech. Ooh, nice. And going that extra bit. Yeah, there's nothing Little Mac can do in that situation. And you know, to say it till the cows come home, man, such a lackluster recovery. Kreeg understanding that, exploiting perfectly, taking those chances. Ooh. That's it, man. You can hit him, but he's still hitting back. That's the scariest thing about the way Little Mac is designed on stage, man.
That's just boxers in all fighting games, man. They always got some sort of weird stuff too that just makes them impossible to fight. I don't know what it is. However, down tilt is here, friends. We're going to try to harass him up underneath here. Kreeg, of course, understanding that just the imminent threat of KO punch. Yep. There's the down air, though.
Had to let that thing kind of fly. I don't really blame him. You don't want to let it get hit, and then it's just like that. It's gone. So trying to build up some more meter for it. Got to get back to the stage. The air dodge getting him through. Nice. Few little step backs from Kreeg. Just positioning himself really safely. Kreeg understanding, I don't have to do anything fancy. I just have to be efficient against Little Mac.
I mean, as great of a boxer as Little Mac is canonically, I mean, the boxing seems to be a little bit better there on Kreeg's behalf, just really leaning into those really strong normals that Marth and Lucina possess. They can just stand and swing and not really have to do anything. Great anti-air capabilities. You're not going to Joe Haymaker around me for free, Kreeg said. This ain't that, boy.
Kreeg was looking exceptional. That's the Marth proficiency I was looking to see when they got on stage, so well done.
Beautiful stuff right there to both of these individuals. I didn't want anybody who just tuned in a little bit ago and seen that Tweak and Kreeg match to think it was sweet out here for Kreeg. Okay, Kreeg is absolutely a menace. Same could be said for Peanut. I mean, you don't travel from one end of the country to the other, you know what I'm saying, to get done up. So here we go, friends. Moving into the next game here, of course, Little Mac and Marth seem to be the characters of their choosing. However, we'll see how it plays out. There's a lot of things that's really working against Little Mac in the game, but specifically in this matchup, Marth just kind of has Little Mac's number in a lot of these exchanges.
Facts on facts.
All right. Here we go, friends. I believe they are locked in. I hear the head-to-head. Let's see how this one plays out. Potential final game right here in a lot more ways than one, not just in the set, but just in terms of bracket eligibility. Peanut's going to have to figure something out quick here.
Yeah, both these guys, individuals obviously in the loser side of things. Didn't get to see whom Peanut lost to, but we know Kreeg lost to Tweak earlier, so that's pretty much all you need to know in that regard. Whiffing that up B. Gotta be careful here. I want to lose that stock. Oh my goodness, that is one powerful button. All right, there you see Peanut taking that first stock very convincingly. This is where pressure can start to mount a little bit, interrupting the recovery attempts with just spamming it out to just force himself back on the stage.
Yeah, you can't even do like neutral get up versus Marth sometimes, because then you run the risk of eating the down tilt if done properly, or dancing blade. I mean, Kreeg just knows what to do here in this match. I mean, just systematically picking away here at Little Mac. Great up smash though. Of course, not the sweet spot though, but we'll definitely take all the damage we can. Speaking of damage being applied, Kreeg getting nasty with it.
That forward tilt was absolutely disgusting. Tippered it, I believe, and that's going to slice that stock away. And now here comes Kreeg, like he was trying to initiate a dancing blade, and it's going to land right behind Little Mac. These nairs cutting through, goes super deep, trying to meet Little Mac at the head.
That should actually be a stock. Yes, bro, I love that. Yeah, man, so one thing we don't really get to see. Yeah, same, bro. You know what's funny? The thing that we don't get to see from Little Mac a lot is them really lean into their tilts. You know, their smash attacks, of course, very scary, KO punch, but it's the tilts that are the bread and butter. Up tilt covers a lot of space around them. Down to the course opens up the door for big damage. Less is more sometimes with Mac. Oh my God. Oof.
Nice. All right. Yeah, this is looking incredibly well for Peanut. This counter pick of small battlefield paying off thus far. Kreeg with no answers complete turnaround from what we saw in the first game.
Okay.
Peanut, though, I don't want to lose this stock because I'm just going to be terrified I'm going to get gimped. Up B out of shield, yep, pressure that shield. You already know the response is going to be there. Nice down tilt, that should be the stock. It absolutely will be. Little Mac not with the means to get back. So now this is where he's going to want to avoid just getting tossed off. Just stalling for days. All that stalling just for that? To roll into that? What are you doing, Kreeg?
What are you doing, my boy? Tenacity only prolongs the inevitable sometimes, okay? All right, you know better than that. You know that the running tilt, they are just as dangerous as they are for Marth as they are for Little Mac. Yeah. Great stuff right here, of course. Getting a little bit of a break from the norm here. We don't see as much Little Mac as we would, well, I almost said as we'd like to, but it just really depends on your opinion of Mac. However, I like a little character variety, especially this late in the things. As we kind of round out the end of this wave here, the end of this block here, friends. Thank you for kicking it with Phil and I. Of course, we're just having a lot of fun here. Now, of course, we've seen Kreeg play a little bit earlier, playing against TSM's very own Tweak. It was quite the mollywopping, of course, not really the performance that Kreeg would have liked to, so I know he's been on a villain origin story here. Not going to let Little Mac try to douse his flames.
That's what it is. Whew. All right, this game 3 should be a fun one. Looks like Peanut seems way more engaged after bouncing back in a big way in game number 2. So expect an explosive one out of this third one.
No doubt about that, man. Looks like they are getting a couple things squared away, a couple things in line for themselves. I know we had a bit of a controller malfunction earlier, I believe, with Grayson. They were playing, and it looked like he might have. Actually, I don't know. I don't own a Switch Pro controller, so I don't know what type of life you are living. I'm an old-ass millennial, man. I play GameCube, right? So sometimes unfortunate things happen to yourself like that. Let's not make sure that happens here. Let's go ahead and get it. Mainstage 2021 final game right here between Kreeg and Peanut. And it looks like it's Kreeg right here that draws blood first here, wasting little to no time in finding these openings. Outboxing the boxer here.
Gotta do it sometimes, man. That's what it comes down to. So basically taking it to the real battlefield. We saw that small battlefield be so effective for Peanut in the last game. But this time adding that tri-plat feel is what Kreeg is gonna be looking for. Maybe try and hang on some of those, the higher platform, just kind of alleviate some of that pressure, which you see Mac putting on. I think that is going to be the idea right there, but attacking a little haphazardly on that shield, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you most certainly do. Can't dance around on Little Mac for free. He does have some pretty quick options out of shield, of course. Stepping right into the slings, gets to tilt it up smash, right into the up B. Reach for the stars indeed.
Wow, this that first game at this point, Rod, really just a distant memory, just considering how well Peanut is playing.
He probably just needed a second. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yeah, we're just going to muscle our way through that. We'd love to see a KO punch setup. We haven't seen one connect. A couple opportunities presenting themselves. But just not quite able to drop that hammer yet.
Oh, yes, gets the delay on the double, or I'm going to keep saying double S dance. Dancing Blade, God damn it, there's so many dances. All right?
You watch so much cola, it happens, man.
Yeah,
I get it.
I get it. Yeah. See? So many dances, all right, but you already know. When you see Dancing Blade, when you see that move come out, there's a slight delay in it. They're probably looking for the tipper effect. But, oh, my goodness.
Whoa, bro, 86 after the hit, just taking Kreeg right off the top, and that might have just determined how this one's going to go. Obviously, Little Mac very susceptible, just, take him off the stage, and there you go. But, I mean, that requires get him off the stage. We've seen Peanut really decide to kind of elect to hold that center stage a lot of times, but hold on now, this is really, really big.
Bye-bye.
Nice, that's fair. The counter, that was really smart. Good intuition on both. One, Peanut hadn't really spammed that and used that as a recovery option, and two, Kreeg was just like, you know what, you haven't used that. Let me give myself a second here because I know I can react, just flick this stick real quick and just drop that fair anytime I want. And that time it was in retaliation, letting that counter kind of wear out, and then boom, you just see the result. And we're down to a very even contest now.
No doubt about that, E. I mean, I feel like there's just a very, I don't know what the statistics are, the actual time clock is, but each character in the game obviously has so much time to come back, take whatever time that actually is, and then cut it in half for Little Mac. Little Mac, of course, has to get very innovative with the recovery options. I mean, in our time, we have seen even KO punch, kind of bring them back closer to the stage, but in this case here, yes, up tilt right into up. B is going to go ahead and do it. That is going to be all they wrote for Kreeg's bracket run life. Peanut claiming another victim, just knocking you right the hell out Devo style.
Peanut getting absolutely railroaded in that first game, but I tell you what, did not lose any confidence. Bounced back in a major way, not just game 1 or game 2, but game 3 as well. Convincing wins in both, and Peanut very well deserved on that one, man. You know, I don't get to see that too much from characters like Little Mac, so definitely good to see when they show up and show out. And that's certainly something Peanut just did. Props to Kreeg, you know, again, putting it on for the Marth squad, but just not enough to get the job done.
Unfortunately not, man. Just kind of ran into two really unfortunate positions. Of course, TSM Tweak, I mean, you put him against your favorite player's favorite player, he's probably going to whoop their ass. And then, of course, you know, here we are right here with Peanut. I mean, you see a Little Mac this far into pools, this far really into anything, even at a tournament like this, notable enough to put on stream. You know this Little Mac knows a thing or two about a thing or two. So big shout out to Peanut. That's right.
There you go. So that's how that one's going to shape up and ship out. Good stuff. A Little Mac hanging around a little bit longer in this bracket, trying to make that push to maybe, may not make it all the way, go the distance, but hey, at least let me get a shot to fight for a top 16 qualifier. You know what I'm saying? Peanut out here trying to put the hands on somebody.
There it is, man. Here we are, man. Next game.